This is a review of Stowell's Evergreen sweet corn. It's an open pollinated white corn. Stalks grow 7 to 8 feet tall, 2 to 3 ears per stalk. Most of them had 2, some had 3. The ears are about 8 to 9 inches long with 16 to 20 rows of kernels. The plants had a few suckers. I didn't bother pulling them off, so I did get some small ears off the suckers, and it didn't affect the size of the ears on the main stalks at all. Everywhere I looked online, it said the ears should be 8 to 9 inches long, and they were just about all over 9 inches long, or right in that area. Some websites say it's 71 to 80 days, 95 to 100 days, 80 to 110 I even saw on one website. I planted my first planting on May 2nd, and my second planting on June 13th. That's 6 weeks apart. And ground temperature plays a big part in this, because when it was time to actually harvest the corn, there was only 2 weeks between the two plantings at harvest time. What that all breaks down to is the May 2nd planting took between 104 to 110 days before it was ready to pick, and the June 13th planting took between 76 and 80 days till it was ready to pick. As far as growing goes, it was pretty easy to grow. I didn't have a problem with any diseases or bugs. I did use BT, keep corn earworms at bay, and I didn't have any at all. It was real nice looking corn. I sprouted both plantings of corn seed indoors using coffee filters. The seed I started in May, that when I planted on May 2nd, when I put it out, it took a couple of weeks to come up. I thought it had all rotted and died, but it didn't. The ground was just so cold. Even though I had sprouted, it took that long to come up. The second planting I did in June, I sprouted that one inside too, and that one was up out of the ground in a couple of days just because the ground was so much warmer. As far as taste and texture goes, if you pick it a little on the immature side like it looks in this photo, or as far as this photo looks right here, I think you'll like it. It's pretty sweet. It's got a nice soft texture, and it's really good. If you let it get much beyond this stage in the kernel growth, it begins to lose its sweetness, and after a while it actually tastes like corn, but it loses its sweetness, and then it gets much bigger than this. It'll get mealy like. Another thing to remember is, as soon as you pick corn, the sugars start to turn to starches and it loses its sweetness. So if you're not going to eat this corn on the day you pick it, definitely refrigerate it to help it keep its sweetness for a couple of more days. To sum it all up, I really like this corn. It's an open pollinated heirloom variety, and I will be saving my own seeds from it from now on, and it will be a staple in my garden. As far as flavor goes, it reminds me a lot of butter sugar corn. As long as you remember to pick it a little on the immature side, I really think you'll be happy with the sweetness. I hope this helps. Bye.